What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another week and another amazing episode of Hazing with D. And of course, D is me, which everyone already knows. Hope everyone had a great week. I had an awesome week. I did something I hadn't done in a while, actually. And that's probably uh it shock you at me being as much as I act this stuff and do things and try to do things in the entertainment industry. I went to a play this last weekend, and it was really awesome. It was called Legal Affairs. The singing was awesome, the dancing was awesome, the acting was awesome, everything, the production was awesome, everything was just awesome about it, and it was done locally here in Orlando, Florida, Central Florida area. So yeah, it was a really good weekend. Other than that, just worked and everything like that. Wish I didn't have to, but you know. So today's show, we're gonna have the amazing Kate Ortiz, actor slash voice artist, join us today and give us some flavor on this show because that's what we all like. Nobody don't like no bland food. We like flavor over here, seasoning all day, every day. Thank you. So when we return after this short commercial break, we will get to Kate Ortiz and the magic that she delivers on Earth. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. All right, and we're back again with another episode of Hazing with D, and which is me. And today's show, like I said previously before, we're gonna have Kate Ortiz, who is here with us today, the fabulous and talented actor slash voice artist. So, Kate, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic.
That is awesome.
How's it
And
been?
I'm busy, and I'm sure you are too. Thank you for coming on the show as first and foremost. So, how was your weekend and your week leading up to today?
My weekend was probably like one of the most productive weekends I've had so far in terms of like non-work related stuff. Like I decided to wake up like Saturday mornings, like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the farmer's market and just like do my meal prep early.
What did you get?
I, I just got some produce.
See, meal prepping won't work for me because the meal that I prep for the day, I eat it now, and the meal that I prep for tomorrow, it'll be ate today. It'll
That's
be
a
a domino
dilemma. It's a
effect.
dilemma.
Yeah, I eat a whole day out of my week. Ooh, but that's the thing. Because I guess because we go so much, it's just eat on the go, eat on the go, eat on the go, eat on the go. But what did you get? I'm sorry, Kate.
No, basic stuff like carrots, spinach. I know all the yucky stuff.
Uh, the carrots and the spinach, I'm a pass on that.
It all depends on how you cook it. I mean,
Mm,
like I know people who
mm,
like put carrots and spinach in like water and just call it a day. It
mm,
all depends on
mm.
like the it all depends on the seasoning.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay, I was about to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whew, I forgot my bucket. But no, but when I was little, my grandma she always used to try to get me to eat carrots. I was like, no, ma'am, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
She was standing there, she was like, at least eat one. I was like, mm-mm. I don't know. I just could never get with the taste of carrots. They look good, like they look appealing. I know they're supposed to help your eyesight. I'm like, well, I should be blind by now. I ain't ate nothing else. I'm a carrot.
No, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, so what kind of meal prepping do you like? Do you do like I say sort of more so like fish or like chicken or like what's your go-to meal prep? I should ask.
I keep it really simple, not too complicated. So like I'll split it up like so like probably like Monday and Wednesday, like Monday, Tuesday will be like lemon chicken with like a mini salad and then like a couple steamed vegetables in there, just
Okay.
to have that. And then like probably like the rest of the days I kind of like free ball it a little bit. So maybe like Wednesday I'll have like a flatbread
Yes, we
pizza.
like the free ball. Yes, we love the free ball and to
Yeah.
eat whatever we want.
I mean like the whole goal is like not spend money when you're out. 'Cause, the
You
temptation
know
is
what?
there.
It's crazy because it's so almost impossible now, and even now, things has went up. Just things to get to cook has went up so high. It's almost as high as going out to eat every day, honestly.
Pretty much.
And well, the good thing I saw gas. Well, I had to get some yesterday and this morning. I'm like, why do I have to keep getting gas? So it's like we should get one gas like one time a year. It should be like water, evaporate and then rain back down in the gas tank. You know, just recycle.
If only. If only.
I see it did go down though, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's
no.
awesome. So, okay, tell us tell the fans, where you from, what's your background, what kind of projects have you? Just give us a rundown on who you are.
Oh, well, okay. We'll start from like the very top.
Of course, wherever you want to start from.
So I was born and raised in New York City. Grew up in the Bronx.
Okay.
Made my way around like the city from like the Bronx to like Upper Manhattan to like Brooklyn. Yeah.
Kate from the Bronx.
And then at that time I was like studying at a junior college, trying to get my degree in like
Which one?
It's part of the city universities that we have. It's like a senior, like a college called like the I'm gonna jack this up because it's been so long.
That's right. We all chop stuff up sometimes. It's okay.
It's like the City College of New York. That's where I was like studying pre-law over there.
Okay.
And then New York started to get a little expensive. The struggle became a little bit more realer.
A little.
Yeah. And it was between that and like a course I was taking at the time. It was called like Law and Film. And it really got me more interested in more of the creative process behind films. Because like I was doing a lot of media analysis at that time, and I was like, this is very cool. I would like to dive more into that, like the whole creative process of like how do you make a film? So a lot of people
don't even go to that level of thinking about it. They just think you just start filming and that's it. It's like, no.
Yeah, they just think it's like, it just exists out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, it don't happen like that ever. Nothing.
No, yeah. Well, okay. So there was at that time I was like, I had to make a leap of faith and decided to like move over here with my family over in Orlando. And that's where I was kind of starting to build my way up.
How long you been living in Orlando?
Probably like 4 or 5 years at this time.
Okay.
So I decided to get like a degree in digital media over at Valencia.
Oh, okay. East Campus.
East Campus.
I also went to the East Campus, a theater performing arts major at Valencia. Yeah, it was a great school. I miss Valencia. It was so fun. Who were some of your teachers, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, obviously Rob McCaffrey. There's a lot of cats like I took over there. I remember taking a workshop with Jenny Knopf.
Yes, awesome. She was my acting one teacher.
Phenomenal.
She was my acting one. And Kate, I keep looking at Kate. I'm like, she looked familiar. Like I saw her at Valencia before. That's why I'm like, she looked familiar. I'm like, wow. When did you go?
I want to say like 2015.
Oh, get out of here, Kate. That's when I was there. That's why I'm like, I have seen her before.
Yeah, you probably seen me with like one of those like DVR cameras, like filming something.
I may have, because I was, and then too, I took voice acting with Raul a little bit. When they offered the like after after the day was over with, like the after like I don't say after school because I ain't school, but like classes and like workshops that they were offer after courses were done, day courses. I took a couple of those. I like that. It was fun. It was really fun. I like a lot of experience from that.
Isn't it so phenomenal? Like how we have all these resources for like dirt cheap over here.
And people don't. A lot of people don't know it. They don't know I ran into a lot of people who think it's super, super expensive, or they don't know how to find those resources. Because I know, coming from where I was from, a small town, like you always saw on TV people, acting, theater, but it wasn't. And like I say, it was a small town where I'm coming. I think we have a theater there, but it was, it wasn't prominent like in a lot of the surrounding areas, like a big area that that's near where I'm from is like Jacksonville, Orlando's not too far from it. So places like that. So like I said, a lot of people you see it, but you don't know how to get to it. Yeah. And that was a big issue back home. Getting to it. So yeah. So what projects have you been in or been a part of since you've been here or anywhere, Kate?
Well, I'm still a baby actor in this
That's
industry.
okay.
Like
We all baby actors.
I literally started like probably like fall of last year where I took like my first official studio acting class. Before then, like during the pandemic, that's when I really started to get the ball rolling of like trying to get my career in motion. But that's
Awesome.
when the pandemic hits like
Yeah.
full force. So I was like, well, what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do?
Yeah. It
And
did. And it stopped. It really stopped. It put a hold on the entertainment industry, especially like acting a lot.
yeah,
Coming in close contact. It was it did.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and that's why I just like I had to like I had to push myself. I was like, I know I want to do this, and so I had to like hit the Google and
Yeah.
started researching. Like, all right, is it possible that they may be holding online classes for like acting
Yeah.
stuff? And
Absolutely.
they were having like there was a lot. Like I took a couple of classes from a studio up in New York, which was like phenomenal. Got like all of my foundational like learning from there.
Oh,
And
good.
soon as things started to like open up, that's when I started to go to my first in person studio like to study.
And what studio was that? And I and do too. We know you won an award, so give us that rundown as well.
Oh gosh.
No, don't be trying. Give it to us.
So I studied over at Art Sake Studio.
Okay.
Uh, it was a phenomenal experience. I started, pretty much from like the bottom up.
And that's here in Orlando, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I won my first official award over at Core Film. I got an award for leaps and bounds, which translates to you had the most improvement. You started from the bottom, now you're
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. And that's where we all had to start from it. Sometimes it feel like you and like I've been in and out of theater since I was a kid, but and like in kindergarten I did a couple of plays and then after that I did one or two, but it wasn't big production. But like you said, we all had to start from somewhere in the bottom. And like I said, I've been doing more things now for about the last 4 or 5 years, and it still feel like you
It's a
at that level. But it's crazy because, and I know you can relate, and Jose can as well. You may this week it may be completely nothing, and then next week you may have 10 things that you just got booked for all at the same time. I mean, I'm a living witness to that, where last week I was just like, what am I doing wrong? And Monday came, and Monday through Friday every day I had a booking. Boom, 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 boom. And that's just how it is. It's like an emotional roller coaster. The
yeah.
industry is, it really is.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
what award did you say? You The Leap and Bound award, right?
Leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. That's awesome. Okay, awesome. So what, like, let me ask you this: what is your? I'm gonna say, what is your go-to character? Like your comfortable zone go-to character? Because I have one as well. I'm gonna reveal that because a lot of people probably can already tell it about me, but I'm gonna reveal it. I'm gonna still reveal it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of a big question for me because I've also studied improv at the same time. So that's always
Okay.
like a thing I always like struggle with. If like picking out a character like I can latch onto.
Absolutely.
And I just really have to fill it out for that moment. I
Yeah.
can't really
Yeah.
I don't really have a default, but I guess like the one I think I'm really good at playing at is like, it's really playing onto my own strength. It's like playing the wallflower, just being that person, just like at the wall, just vibing, checking my
Mm-hmm.
phone, just getting the
Mm-hmm.
feel for things.
Right. Gotcha. And then that's the thing. You got you have all of these personalities in film or whatever, and you do. Some people can play that type of character naturally a lot better than others. Some people can play comedy a lot better and naturally than others. Some people can play the bad guy naturally a lot, better than others. And it's just everybody has their, because like for me, I'm more so comedy, like natural. That's what just boom, naturally without even think about it. Making people laugh, but also too, I know one of my go-to characters is like a smooth, like laid back type of person,
Mhm.
and in the atmosphere. Uh, excuse me, I can do both. Like, I can be wired, and I can tone it. I can tone it down and just be like. Was he mad or what?
Yeah, no, I
Like
can see
what's wrong
that.
with it? It's just like that. It's just definitely like that. So we will be back with a little bit more of Kate Ortiz and things that she has planned for the future, things that I have planned for the future, and we just gonna tie it up with some obstacles that we've both faced in this industry, but also keeping, like Kate has said, keep on going. You have to develop tactics, brainstorm. This didn't work out, so let me move to the next thing. How's this gonna work out? And it's just it can happen in the blink of an eye. I can't talk today. Blink of an eye, or it can take a little while. But either way, you don't give up. So we'll be right back after this short commercial break with Kate Ortiz and more what she has to come. Be right back after these messages. And we are back, guys, with another episode, and with Kate Ortiz, the actual official voice of the show. Kate, how are you? Back again?
Vibing.
Yeah. She says she vibing, so I guess the energy is. Of course, the energy is nice in my show. I don't have bad energy on my show, so okay, we're back, and I just introduced you as the official voice of the show. So guess what, guys? She will be doing a part on the show with me as well, the intro and outro. So stay tuned for that masterpiece. It's in the making, coming. But okay, let's get back to it. So before we left for the last commercial break, we was talking about what we was talking about. I think my mind, I got so much things going on. Oh, talking about what you got, what do you have planned for the future?
Oh, future stuff.
Right. Y'all disregard it because my mind is bad. I do forget a lot. Okay, don't hold it against me.
We've all been there.
Ooh, I mean,
One
I'm
thing,
like
yeah, 1, 2, 3. Not
1,200
caffeine.
things, 1,200 things running at one time. Like I can't do this. So yes, Kate, tell the people what you got coming up,
Coming up.
or if you have anything coming up, or what would you like to have coming up?
Listen, I'm just here to just like really enjoy the process.
Right.
I'm not gonna put too much expectations on myself. I'm here because like I know acting is a very long journey, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a process. So I'm taking one step at a time. I'm trying to get as much training as possible, auditioning, and just getting that experience.
Did you sing any?
Have I?
Do you sing any?
No, I don't.
No. I
No.
think you have a cute voice.
Oh, okay.
Well, we gonna see. Look, we gonna see today. We might have to put Kate on the microphone. What y'all think, viewers? Y'all give me y'all feedback. Should we put Kate on the microphone?
Put me on blast on.
Right. Should we make a testing 1, 2, 3? Testing 1, 2, 3. So okay, but and then two, other than that, see, like you say, you just here for you here to collect. You here to collect the accolades, get whatever you can, and be and thankful for. And I think that's one of the best mentalities to have in this industry, because when you come in, I feel like when you come in expecting, oh, I know I'm good. I know this. This. I'm gonna get all the leading roles. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get all the the gigs, the singing, or whatever the case may be. You set yourself up for crash and burn every time, because it's like, yeah, you could be good and you may be, but it's always somebody out there
Yeah, no.
who is a little bit more better than you,
Right.
and they
no.
gonna show up too.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people just like come into this whole acting thing thinking like, in like less than a year I'm gonna be in LA making like, making bank, and that's just not the case.
It
I
is
mean, like
not.
this is an industry where like only 1% of its like contingency is employed.
Yeah.
And it's obviously it's cool. It'll be cool if like I see myself like in Atlanta or New York or LA, but
Would you go back to New York?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't blame you.
like that's like my hometown. Like I love it to pieces. Like
Yeah.
if the opportunity's there, absolutely I'll hop on a plane.
Yeah.
But
And then Florida is, I mean, it's just so like I don't know. It's just I don't. The film industry here is just. I think it's trying to come back, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be. I don't. I definitely feel like.
Yeah, no, I like to hold out hope because I see a lot of like work being done so far,
Yeah,
especially like in
they definitely trying to bring it back.
yeah, especially like in like Central Florida and like South Florida, the independent scene is like it's there, I'd say like I'd probably give it like 5-10 years, you know, just to get
Yeah.
it really establish itself. It's like it
I
really
would love it here if the film industry was like it was in Atlanta and LA. If it was like that here, oh, it was. I would love it.
yeah,
I
I
would
mean
love it.
like right now it's like it's booming in like in terms of like commercials and industry like
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
but you
I've done
know
commercials a couple of them. Yeah.
it's probably going to be like the same process as probably like Atlanta. It really it's all money. That's all where it comes down
Yeah.
to. It's like all money right now, and like how many incentives could like producers get out of like to
Mhm.
get more bang from their buck.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. So, and let me ask you this: being fresh in the industry, do you think that you'll act mostly forever, or do you want to get into directing? Or do you want to get into any other, let's see, streams of entertainment industry like acting, theater, directing,
Yeah,
voice acting?
I I definitely want to take more of a crack at theater.
Hmm.
I won't like limit myself to that, but I also wouldn't want to limit myself to like different avenues within the
Right.
industry. Like directing would be pretty dope.
Mhm.
Writing would be dope. My only obstacle with that course is like at that point would be like being more consistent about writing. Because writing is constantly you gotta go go go
Oh
like
yeah.
writing like scripts every single
Every
day.
yep.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Because one of my friends in the industry, he lives in LA, and he was telling me about. I told him one couple of years ago. I was like, friend, I had this idea, and I wanted to write a movie. And he was like, oh, he was like, it has to be a page a minute. So basically, he was telling me it has to be like 90 pages to pitch to one of the production studios, and for them to go forward with it. So I made up a goal in my head. I was like, you know what? I thought about the movie and what it was about gonna be about, and I said I should write a page a day, like type a page a day, and before you know it, in 3 months you've written your movie
Yeah.
because that's 90 days, 3.5 months, and of course you got to edit it, but the big part is done writing it, so like that's the putting it on
Right.
paper, like that song says, put it on paper.
I mean, did you write your script?
Mm-mm, I ain't never get around to it. Kate.
No, listen, it's all good. I even struggle writing like a
Yeah,
page, but like
I had got
the
kind
thing
of
is like
busy, but I still got the movie in my head and stuff.
that's all everyone we all say that it's like we got the movie in our head, we know how it plays out, but it's all a matter of putting it in paper. But like it's also a part of like time and like that little self editor we all have in our heads. You know how we all like at an audition we're like, oh, I should have looked at the camera this certain way,
Yeah,
or
I'm glad you said that about auditioning because so many people have so many different ways and techniques of auditioning. And me, honestly, with self tapes, I feel like I've been doing it wrong lately. So I think I need to take another self tape class, like a updated self tape class, because I feel like I've been off on my self tapes and on my self tapes lately. And I'm big enough to admit that, y'all, I make mistakes, but I ain't perfect. But um I just feel like I have not been executing them the way I should have lately. So, and I'm pretty sure every entertainer, actor, whatever you want to call, has their self doubt. So where they be like, oh, like you said, oh my god, I should have looked into the camera more. I should have
Mhm.
did this more. I should have I don't know, maybe I should have added this. So a little bit of
Yeah.
maybe I should have cried. All that. You always do that after audition because I do it after every single self taping audition I send in. So what are some of your self doubts since you cracked that egg? I'm gonna let it run all over the frying pan. Let it run all over the frying pan. Kate.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my primary.
I almost call her Nikki. Like I'm like Nikki. I'm like she almost like Nikki, like Minaj. Like
I Yep. No, I get that. I get a lot of Nickies around.
I'm like I almost call her Nikki. I don't know why that was just like Nikki. You know how you can look at someone and be like, your name is like you be like, you look like a such and such.
Like, you look like a Steven.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm like, I want to call her Nikki.
Maybe that should be my stage name.
It could be. Hey, that right. Nikki Ortiz. Yes, that right.
Love that.
That, hey, sign that check. yeah, all that. Nikki O.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
My initials being N-O.
Yes,
Yeah.
no. Yes, Nikki O. Yeah, with the attitude, yeah, Nikki O.
Love it.
So, but yeah, what are some of your self doubts like when you do audition or self tape or something?
I mean,
If you feel comfortable sharing them.
no, yeah. My primary like anxiety right now with auditions is the process of being in front of the camera itself.
Yeah, that camera holds some pressure. I don't know where it come from, but that camera.
It's like the minute I see myself in the viewfinder, it's like judgment.
Same way I have with my show. I'm just like, that's why I don't look at the camera. I don't look over there because I'm like, oh my God, my jacket is this way. My hat needs to come to the left. I'm like, maybe I need to turn my chair. It's you always self-critiquing constantly.
And then like I'm doing it. I was like, I don't even want to hear myself. I don't want to see myself.
I hate the way I sound.
I just put it in like Adobe Premiere, cut, finish, send it.
Yeah, I don't.
Which is like not what I'm supposed to do.
Thank you. I'm glad I ain't the only person that that go through that because I promise I go through that. You know, like you say, you do the tape. And I'm like, I don't want to hear myself. I sound hard. Now I got to redo it because I don't like the way I said this word.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this. I'm like, no, it took me, man. Shit, it took me, I think, 4 hours one time to do a self tape, and the scene was literally like 30 seconds. But I had to put all that emotion in. I mean, it was so many videos I had to delete. I deleted probably like 25 videos because I just kept doing it over and over and over. And I'm the kind of person where I do one, I'm like, okay, let me do another one to warm up. Let me warm up my character. And so by the 5th video, I'm like, okay, I should be in character by now. Then the 6th one coming, I'm like, oh my God, I said that. Then the 7th one coming, I'm like, I don't like the way my mouth was I held my mouth on that one. I was like, I gotta redo this.
That's the rub of it. Like that's the whole rub of like the creative process. Whether you we're an actor or a writer, because like when we're acting, we're doing auditions. Like we have like this like self-installed image in our head of like how we think the character should be, or how they think like the character should like conduct themselves, and it's like. No, it's not. It's like it's something I have to like divorce myself from, and just like being able to like just show my true authentic self on camera. And it's like this is advice I'm like I need to tell myself constantly, but like if I don't, I'm just gonna like remain static in front of the camera and just like not go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where the acting classes and workshops take a critical part because they teach us to be comfortable in front of the camera, and and that's the thing, like you say, you get in front of the camera and you think that you have this idea in your head that everything has to be perfect. It has to be like this. That's the way. It can't be flawed. I have to say every word right. And it's not like that per se, but that's what we have in our head because it's like if we don't do perfect on the self tape, then they're gonna feel like we ain't gonna do perfect on the actual movie, or the actual project. So I definitely understand that. And so yeah, I definitely need to take some more workshops and just get more comfortable. Footing in front of the camera is a big one. Placement, cues, a lot of things that you don't think about until you in front of that camera. Like, okay, I gotta fit in this frame, the way the frame, the way it's held.
All that. I mean, going back to the original question, like, where do I see myself in 5-10 years? Like, I see myself still training because it's like
constantly.
Constantly. It's not like you do your 4 years at a college or university, just get your degree, bang bang boom, you're done. Now you go off to the real world. This is just like
And you know what? Even then, I got a couple of friends. They went to college. They spent the money on degrees and stuff, but they don't have the jobs to match what they spend on the degree. I'm like, that's the craziest thing ever. Is you go to college and not deter. I went to college, but I'm gonna go, and that's the thing. That's what I always felt like. If I was gonna go to college, I was gonna go for what I wanted to go for, not for what you want me to go for. You are somebody else. It had to be for what I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, you spending all that money to go to college, you don't make half of it back on the degree.
Yeah.
That you had to pay you the amount that you paid for.
That's like
So
my biggest pet peeve, and I don't mean to just like sidetrack it.
no,
It's like
no.
you have like people who just like come up to you. It's like, oh, you're getting a degree in liberal arts. Like, how much money are you gonna make with that? What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, it's like if I'm just gonna get an education, if I'm gonna spend like almost like 50K a year on this, then
Yeah.
I might as well get the education that I want to get out of it. I mean,
Absolutely.
we'll get to that crossroads when we get there, but it's all about like if I know what I want to learn, then I know what I want to be once I get the diploma.
Absolutely. And that's the thing too, just because you go to college or school and whatever and get a degree, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get a job in that field. It's a lot of people who went to and got a degree, and then too, you might go get that degree and figure out later on, I don't want to do this. So you don't waste all the time to get a degree and thinking that you want to do something, and you went and did it, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't what you wanted to do in the end, what you thought it was. So it's just like, now what?
Yeah,
Like, now what?
that was like me pretty much like when I was like learning pre-law at that time, because I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna graduate and like go to law school and then like be a lawyer, make like six figures, and look at me now.
Yeah. That's why I say, man, I heard a saying one time, this was years ago, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Because like I said at the beginning, we were talking earlier, everybody has these plans that we map out, and they go, they don't go a quarter of the way that you think. You be like, nah, I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to be doing this, and I was supposed to be over here living here by now. And sometimes they do, but most of the time it's a monkey wrench, slid into their act. So you be like,
yeah, no, I mean,
how
like,
did that
trust me,
happen?
plans are good. Plans are great. Having a personal finance like plan,
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
good. I mean, having a plan of how you want to go about your day, that's good, especially if you're an actor who needs to balance work and life at the same time.
And time management. Oh gosh.
But like the whole grand scheme of things, like
and that's the thing, if you, like you said, I'm glad you said that you have to be if you want to be you're an actor and you want to be on time with everything and schedule, and you have to be, because if not, you'll be all over the place, here, and to where you at before you know it. And time management is so critical in the industry. Take time to rest, take time to rejuvenate, regroup. It definitely is vital. It definitely is vital, because you get out here doing this, and thinking that you don't need to take a break, and then too, a lot of times we on set 12 o'clock at night, and you got to be back on another set or another project at 5 o'clock that morning, and sometimes you don't even get sleep, even if you got a little break in between, because it's like, why go to sleep? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, if I fall asleep, I'm literally not gonna be able to get up because I'm too tired. So sometimes you have to just stay up and carry it on. So you might not get sleep for a day or two. Who knows, And then too, I've been on set where I've been on, Jose, no, I've been on set. Him too. He can tell you too, you've been on set 14, 15 hours.
Yeah, I have like the utmost respect for like all of you all, because it's like, yeah, I mean, well, with you all in particular, it's like
you'll get there.
I'll get there.
You coming. You definitely coming, and we gonna help you.
I appreciate
we
that.
gonna help you.
But yeah, I mean, like it's a testament to your own grit and just like putting your nose to the grindstone and just like getting it done.
He know, cause Jose know, he'll call. He like, Demetri, I need you to send me this for this project. I'm like, okay, because I'm actually doing something else at the time or working, because I work too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he called. He's like, Demetri, I'm like, sorry, I'm working. I'm like, okay, I'm finna send it. I'm like, Okay, I'm to the point where now I probably need a personal assistant.
If
Two of them
only. If only.
for free. A free personal assistant, a third two extra arms. Cause I'm like, child, it's here. Whew. This ain't for the weak or the weary hearted.
No.
But at the end of the day, it's fun though. It is. It gives you an experience that you just sometimes you just can't get nowhere else. So it is. Well, guys, if you have any questions or comments for the show or the artist today, you can give us a call and drop the number at 407-476-9059 for Kate Ortiz. And when we return after this short break, we will get more back into her social media where you can follow Kate, what she is she planning to have on anything and coming up in the future. Oh, I really can't talk today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm jumbling up my sentences and my words. So forgive me. So when we come back, she will give us her social media, and where you can follow her, where you can, keep up with her, and get a dosage of Kate whenever you feel like you need some. So we'll be right back after these short commercial breaks. And we are back again, guys, with none other than Kate Ortiz. And she actually, guys, let me tell you the announcement. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Because anything I said once, I can say it again, and twice, and three times before. She is going to be the official voice of the show. So she's going to do the intro. So you'll get a dosage of Kate every time you get a dosage of me. So it's going to be like a 2-for-1. Might be, not. We may be easy, but we ain't cheap now, okay? So get that right. No, I'm joking, guys. But definitely she's gonna be the voice of the show. So we gonna be doing some great things. And I think I'm gonna have Kate on here to, come host it a little bit more with me if she open to that. So we gonna see what she say, y'all. Might have to charm her, but that's all right. So well, yes, Kate. So why do people craving a dosage of you? Give them your information or your social media where they can follow you and keep up with what you your accomplishments and anything that you have coming in the future and be supportive. But most more than anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm more active on Instagram these days.
Yeah, me too.
If you wanna follow me, it is sort of Kate O. So SORTOFKATEO. That's where you can follow me there. I would promote my Twitter, but I have not used my Twitter since like 2021, where I have
Me either.
yeah.
And I guess I should, but I haven't.
Yeah, no, that's where I made my announcements. It's like, yeah, I got vaccinated.
And that was it.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. I don't even. I think I got. Did I get it? Yeah, 21. I did. I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that's another thing too. Now we got these the cases of like monkeypox coming out and meningitis in Florida. I'm like, wow, what is going on? And then I heard up in New York, is it that polio broke out again?
No, well, it was like one case.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
It's like we're in a state right now, but
yeah, I'm just like, child, what else, child? Next thing we gonna wake up to some rumbling. Jurassic
Right?
Park gonna be walking
Jurassic
through here.
Park, we went from
And
Delta,
Godzilla.
the locusts. We're gonna get
No, I say we wake up to some rumbling. Godzilla gonna be strolling through here in a minute, chased by Jurassic Park. But
it's like,
hopefully not, because that gonna be some destruction there. But
I was like, come on, it's like inflation's bad enough. I don't need my my gas prices to go up more.
Jeez, I'm telling you, like I was told last episode, I was like, I'm about to put something in some Tupperware in the deep freezer, honey. Girl, that gas was when that thing got up to about 460, 470. I was finna go to some second income. I was finna go get on the pole.
I feel like
Go climb up it and slide down. And no, I ain't talking about at the fire station. Whew, I was finna have to do something. Go on a stroll, but But yes, any that you have for Kate or me, you can give us a call once again at 407-476-9059 and just give us some questions maybe that you didn't hear on the show that you would like answered if they will answer them because everybody might not answer everything. Keep that in mind. So, but yes, Kate, anything else that you would like the followers and the fans to know?
Fans to know. You know, thanks for having me. This is really cool. Love this. And I hopefully this isn't the last time you hear from me.
Oh no, it definitely won't be, and definitely won't be the last time that you come on the show. And also, too, want to thank Raichi Apparel for sponsoring the jacket. Of course, you guys, yes. So if you want some of the hottest, new stuff that's coming out of Central Florida. And other places as well. He Raichi Apparel at his IG and Instagram is Raichi REYICHI Apparel. And yeah, he has a lot of great things. Really nice dude, really cool dude. Himself. He has a lot of great things. So check him out. Definitely check him out. Well, Kate, I do thank you for coming on this show today and blessing us with your presence and your time. And we definitely, like I said, gonna keep you in mind here, so it won't be the last time you see us. Don't make us come find you, Kate, because we will, and we know where you stay and we know where you work. No, we don't. I'm just playing. But we will come find you because we know your Instagram.
Yeah, there we go.
Right, we know your Instagram, and we know you like to act too. So we'll just check out the theaters and stuff, and locally, and we'll find you. But definitely, I'm sure that they enjoyed you as well, Kate. So I thank you again for coming on the show, and we will actually let's see. Is there anything else like you well, we got a little bit more time left. A little bit more time left. Anything else?
I mean,
Other than the voice of the show.
other than the voice of the show.
That's a big part too that she got, y'all. So when you go with her out today, she got to do the voice of the show. But next time she come, we're gonna have her do the whole show by herself. No, just joking.
Also, like,
Right. I'm sure she probably could. She probably could. Hey, she could do this. She could preach the sermon, sing the choir, and clean up.
Yeah. Listen, I'm training. Oh. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's good. I mean, in this weather, miserable.
Yeah.
But like the feeling afterwards, amazing.
And two being and also too, she is a member of the Saletta family, so we still welcome her with open arms on that as well. But the 5K, what you training for that?
I mean, for the
Is it gonna be here?
Yeah.
In this heat?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Kate. I just
Awesome. Drink water.
I don't think it's enough water in Florida to match for the heat. Especially you're gonna be running 5K out there and that. And then it's gonna be like you carrying twins on your back. Like the humidity is just like somebody get off you. You just all day you just walk around like, get off me. The clothes stick to you like somebody spray painting them on you.
No, like there's been plenty of mornings where like I'll do my run and then it's like sopping wet and it's
But it's a good way. It's a good way to drop if that's what anybody's looking to do. I'm not saying that's what you're looking to, but if anybody is looking, that's a good way to drop. Because I dropped. I used to be a little bit happier. I used to be a little bit happier, and but it's just for me. I mean, I feel I love thick people. I love thick people. Anybody know me? Know I love thick people. I love thick people. It's just for me, and some people can wear it well. Some people it is what it is. But for me, it wasn't thickness. Though it looks well on me, so I went to the gym, ran. I used to live by Day Blanchard Park locally here, so I would run through there. I still do actually. I run through there a lot. I don't know what area you may stay on the east side. Is it on the east side?
This is one really embarrassing for all like days have been. I have no idea what part of I mean Orlando, Matt. Like all I know is like I'm sort of near the airport.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you like okay, so you're not far, right? Far by Valencia. So awesome. I used to over there too. But I ran through there, and I mean it just the walking. And it was hard. So I used to walk in the heat because, and that's the thing, in heat because it makes you sweat off, but not too much. I would say,
Yeah.
not too much.
No, I mean, like as a New Yorker, I love walking. I love walking constantly. But like as soon as I moved over here and like in this humidity, I was like, no, I'm just gonna like stick to a treadmill and like call it a day.
Yeah. It's so much different from I get walking in New York. I would think I would rather walk in New York than walk down here because everything that's why I feel like in New York, everything is right there. It's you can hop on the train, and that's how I was when I lived in LA. I used to hop on the train and the bus, and I was there within quick. But here, you gotta drive way that. So there, it's a lot. So, but guys, we have come to an end today. Finally. So we stay tuned next week for the next episode. But again, we want to thank Kate Ortiz for coming on the show and hanging out with us today and blessing us with her presence. And we always love when someone comes on the show and blesses us with our presence, with their presence. Oh, I cannot talk today. Y'all, what is wrong with me? Somebody else gonna have to come host this show, but I can't talk today. My tongue is all twisted up. No, I'm finna tell you what it is. It's telling me it wants something to eat. That's why she ain't working right. She hungry. And we finna go get something to eat. So we will see you guys next week with another episode of Stay Safe, drink a lot of water, and yeah, just stay safe, drink a lot of water, and everything else you should follow. I know it did for me. So alrighty, guys.